Just yell that or like
not yell at. Like,
it's like
I have a lot of. I guess I'll allow it.
All right, we are joined here by Carthage head coach J.W. Kiekefer, outside hitter Matt Slavinsky, and middle blocker Zach Boltice. Coach, congratulations on the 3-0 win over Wentworth. I see you're enjoying taking a look at that box score. Just share some thoughts from the match to get us started.
Yeah, we really struggled in the serve pass game to start, which is normally one of our strengths. So to struggle there and to see the amount of service errors I think we had early was a little bit brutal. But that's kind of just the way this team plays. We play calm, composed, consistent, and we haven't been the greatest out of the box in a while. But really proud of how we've always just adjusted and competed and kind of let a match come to ourselves. And just know that we'll make some plays when we need to. So, really proud of our group. We just trust, we believe. We know the system's really good. And then when, I think Sliv was, pretty mediocre offensively in the first set, maybe 250 and to hit at 320 by the end of it. He had to hit 500 or something, 600 in the last couple of sets. And then, Zach Boltice has been pretty elite in this NCAA playoffs at 917 today. Maybe we should get him more balls. I mean, I guess we should send him more often if he's going to hit 917. Carter Schmidt, 6:15 on left, like pretty elite stuff. So, proud of our group, proud of our fight, and Peyton Weeder thunderbolted some balls there in the last set. So, it's good stuff.
Zach, Coach mentioned your line tonight. You tend to perform best when the lights are brightest. I noticed in the national championship last year, and then tonight in the national semifinal. Talk a little bit about being able to carry such a large offensive burden as a middle, which is rare for some guys who are listed as middle blockers.
Well, yeah, it's all year long. JW always tells me I'm a middle blocker. I'm not a hitter. I gotta work on my blocking in practice every single day. So, just to know that my weak point is blocking, and I need to work on that more and more, and still be able to deliver at that high of a hitting percentage is amazing. Like last year, I think it's just a sport court. I like the sport court better. So I think it's an awesome opportunity just to show up for this team. But as I mentioned earlier, it's a whole team effort. Like, I can't do that unless those guys are spread out in the offense, so they don't double and triple block me, so that Slivs is open and everyone else. So they're pulling everyone else, so I can also hit offensively, and just being able to show up when we need to is awesome.
Matt, Coach mentioned that you really caught heat with your offense in sets 2 and 3, and a large portion of that was through the BIC. When you've got Zach and David coming through the middle, obviously you're not seeing a whole lot of hands on that BIC, but just talk about that added layer of dynamism that gives to your offense when you and Carter are both so dangerous on that BIC run.
Honestly, it's our strongest point on our team is our middle BIC. I can't even imagine what it's like to go up against us with that. When we're passing well, you got Zach hitting 900 tonight, me and Carter jumping over him. I guess you just got to pick and choose who you want to block. But I think that J-Dub has done a really good job with working with us to make that perfect.
I guess J.W., just talk about the second set and the third set and getting out to those big leads, obviously with Boltice and Slavinsky being a really big part of that.
I thought we passed the ball better and got Zach more involved in the game. Particularly, we were just able to serve more consistently. I think the thing that we've hurt ourselves with a lot this season is we've scored maybe 1 point from the service line and then missed a ball. And 1 point from the service line and missed a ball. And I think it was Peyton Weeder's float serve in set 2 that got us going, and got that ball on LeBouilliere. And when we can kind of make teams predictable with our service pressure and where we're putting it, it makes it easier for to defend us. I thought Zach Boltice, again, as he talked about, I talk a lot about the defensive side for him. Block touched a lot of balls in 2 and 3, and it made kind of almost in free ball situations on our side of the net. So, the service pressure got significantly better as the match went on. It made that offense predictable, and then we could kind of run some balls down to the backcourt, and Zach actually got a couple balls with his hands too. So it's just a service consistency that we need to bring tomorrow night if we want to beat Springfield.
So, JW, looking at the box sheet here, obviously you guys were pretty dynamite from the on the offensive side of things, but one of the things that I'm noticing here is you held Wentworth to hitting 156 today, and Wentworth was very noted for this year having one of the better performing offenses. What were some of the things you guys did to really clamp down on the explosion from that side of the court?
Yeah, I think it was interesting to watch on video. I actually told you this, Ramius, before the match, that people weren't serving LeBouillier. He takes so many swings for them that if you can make him do something else, and actually you saw in that third set they put Jack in, and he was like begging Jack to come closer and closer to him. So I think we just were able to make them predictable with our offense by getting serves, our float serves on LeBouillier. And we were able to make some good runs in rotation 4. They set Oshman and LeBouillier so many volleyballs, and we wanted to particularly put a float serve into that rotation to make sure that we wouldn't just air ourselves out and serve receive. And that worked in 1 and 2. And then we flipped to get Carter in that service pressure with a jump serve in 3. And while he brings a lot of pace from his jump serve, he actually locates it well and gets it in the court really often and doesn't make a whole ton of errors with it. So we put our more consistent servers into the rotation 4 when they were both in the backcourt, and then just kept the pressure on LeBouillier and forced him to try to win by himself. And Kraft and I always talk about one guy's not going to beat us. We have so much talent on this team that one guy's never going to beat us if we can kind of make them predictable.
Slips, question for you. Now that it's 20 minutes after and adrenaline's maybe worn off a little bit, that second to last play there on the collision, how are you feeling? Anything that maybe hinders you or your ankle or whatnot going into the national championship tomorrow?
I mean, I went down, but nothing's going to hold me back from playing my best tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he came out and was okay. Yeah.
Speaking of playing your best, you guys had an incredible crowd tonight. The attendance is just over 2,000. I'd safely say we're looking at 95 to 98% Carthage supporters in attendance. Zach, Matt, talk a little bit about what it was like to have that support from your fellow students, from your fellow student athletes, from the Carthage community, and I definitely recognize a couple of alum up there. So what was that environment like out there on the floor tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up this morning and I walked outside to go to my first class, and every single person, people I've never met before, are like, good luck tonight, good luck tonight, good luck tonight, like kick some butt, like show up and win. And it was just amazing, like seeing people like, hey, our whole team's coming, hey, our whole fraternity, our whole sorority, and everyone just like showing so much support has been amazing. I couldn't ask for a better crowd, a better school that would show up and actually support us, especially all year long. And they definitely showed up tonight, and our alumni was texting, at least I know a couple of us, just, hey, we're showing up, kick some butt. Like, we're going to be there. We're going to be supporting you guys. Like, this is the dream. Like, go out and win it for all of us.
Thanks for delivering the PG version.
It is really nice to play at home. It's nice to sleep in my own bed and have thousands of fans here that are cheering for us. And I think that put a lot of pressure on Wentworth tonight. I think that it definitely helped us in that last set, too. With all that just cheering in the gym and just the kind of like the vibe that was out there. I'm just really happy to be a part of this school and all those fans.
You guys really seemed to get stronger as the match went on, and it seemed like by the third set you were downright unstoppable. Has that been characteristic all season? I'm sorry I haven't seen you play yet, but just stuff like that. Getting better as the match goes on. Are you playing like that most of the year? What's kind of like, how would you describe the identity of this club?
I would definitely say that's a lot of credit going to our staff and our coaching staff that are literally like watching film day in, day out up to every match. And then once we see that in the game, we can identify tendencies, and when they get in tough spots, they're going to opt out to their best player, and we can see that as it's going on. We're communicating at the front of the net, this guy's not going to go here, he's definitely going to go out here, and just being okay with making smart decisions, and if you get beat, you get beat. So we're able to identify what's going on, and as the match goes on farther and farther, we're able to knock down.
It's all about peaking at the right time. Obviously, we started off to a rough start this season, 0-3. And I still think tonight wasn't our best performance, and we got a lot more to give, a lot more to show. But it's to go with the starting off slow. Last year, we were a 3-set team, won all our sets at basically 3. And this year, we're like a 3 to 4 set team. It just takes a little while for us to warm up now.
Okay. And to follow up on that, you talk about it sounds like you're well prepared, obviously, to have all the success. Does that kind of quell is there any inherent pressure with, trying to do this 2 years in a row and just, how do you, mentally, how do you guys describe just how strong, some of you guys are, and maybe the leadership that keeps you guys focused,
I think we've had we've had a lot of tough moments this year, and I think it's made this run we've made at the end of the year just so much sweeter for me and hopefully for this group. Like last year, like we were just on fire the entire season long, and it felt like we could do nothing wrong, both as a staff and as a team. Like we were just rolling. And this year it started off pretty bad, going down 0-3, and then I think the pressure for me of this place and getting to host and wanting to get the environment we got today and all the work that John Swallow and Kelsey Peterson and Nate Stewart and Mike Swartz and John Sung and all the unsung people that put so much work into hosting this tournament and for me the pressure of just to get here was a lot. I think I credit this leadership group at a high level for believing in me. They're saying way too many nice things about me. This is not about me. It's how impressive this group is and how talented this group is. But to really trust and believe in each other and to find ways to it's kind of the part of the season kind of relates to how we've played every match recently. Maybe we kind of stumble a little bit early, but we never stop believing, we never stop trusting, and we know that we're going to work our way into a match just like we worked our way into the season. So it's been a special year. And really excited we get to end it off with playing one of the best teams in the country in front of our home crowd with 2,000, 2,500 people here. It's a really special moment for us.
Talk about tomorrow a little bit, because obviously hosting a national championship in your own arena, what will that mean to you guys to be able to do that? Obviously that has been a goal this whole playoff run, to get to not leave Tarval.
Pun absolutely intended. We're playing with house money now. So really, really excited for this environment for a national championship at home. The pressure is fully off of us. We got to the pinnacle where we get to play with our home crowd, and what's better than playing against the other best team in the country? I think a lot of people have been looking forward to this matchup. I've been looking forward to this matchup all season long, and we're excited to go play some really, really good volleyball against a really, really good team.
And to speak about tomorrow a little bit, this is going to be a bit of a storybook ending for Division III volleyball in general. 2012, the first national title match, Carthage at Springfield in Blake Arena. Here we are, 10 years later, 10th national championship, 2022, Springfield at Carthage. These guys might not even know about that. JW, just talk about how, Carthage has played the role in the history of Division III men's volleyball and how you guys have a chance to put a little bit of an exclamation point on this first decade of NCAA D3 men's volleyball.
I'm so lucky, and Zach put it really well. I'm so lucky to be a part of this institution and not being an alum of this school, but getting so welcomed by this alumni group, and particularly LJ Marks, who started this program and gave his blood, sweat, and tears for so many years. And that 2012 team are a lot of good friends of mine: Connor Wexter, Randy Hansen, Tyler Frings. There's just so many guys in that group that were my good friends before I took this job, and then it's so cool to get to lead this group of men and young men now into another opportunity to go win a national championship. I know last year it was special to win one for them and for this group and this campus, but it's been even more fun to do it with fans. Without fans last year, it was so tough to create your own energy, and now we get fans and we get all the alumni. And LJ was here with his family, and getting to take the reins of that and take the driver's seat of that car has been one of the most special moments in my life, and I can't be more thankful for this group of alumni that support us so well. So we're happy to be here with them. We're happy to battle for them and with them, and we're happy to battle with the Kenosha and Carthage community tomorrow night against a really good volleyball team and a team and a coach that I really, really respect, and Charlie Sullivan.
I guess, Coach, I don't know if I should ask this question today or ask this question tomorrow, but do you think that your success as a program can, obviously there were student athletes, I saw somebody from the football team that was here tonight. How can your success, obviously winning a national championship last year, but kind of breed that, like, I could throw my college alma mater in here, but breed that intrinsic motivation to the other teams at Carthage to kind of, if they can do it, they can do it.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing with this program in general. Like we can do that. Like, this is a national championship institution across the board, and to put one up there and to prove it is really special to us. There's so many teams across this campus that can win national championships, who've been close, who've been to Final Fours, who've been into Elite Eights, and just haven't been able to go over that hump. And we're proud to kind of run through that glass ceiling and go to be the first one, and there's going to be many more after us. And hopefully we're going to put another one in that trophy case tomorrow with our group.
Well, guys, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you on the floor tomorrow. Best of luck.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.